Yo guys, welcome to War Thunder, welcome to this video, and welcome to the M48a1 pattern. And oh boy, what a tank this is. This is the American Tier 5 7.7 battle rating medium tank, alongside the M60, which may or may not be superior in literally every single aspect. But hey, I'm sure it's great. Am I right? No, this tank sucks. Unless you're a masochist, don't play this tank. I would just skip playing it and move straight onto researching the M60 if I were you. Unless you're like me and you really hate yourself. No, I'm joking. I don't, but yeah, I think you get the point. This tank's awful. I think you get a completely spaded engine power of 810 horsepower, which is the same as the M46, which is down at 7.0. Yeah, balanced. And this thing weighs another 4 tons more than it, I think, around abouts. Therefore, making it rather sluggish on the battlefield. And you will see in this game, like on screen, I can't even get up this hill. Like, I've literally never been unable to get up this hill in a tank. And oh, look, I'm reversing, maximum reverse capabilities. Shit, what up? Yeah, here in the game I was just checking the engine powers, because I was fairly certain I should have been able to get up there, but apparently not. So, what does make this tank good? Yeah, that's about it. No, I'm taking a piss a bit there. You get an alright 90mm heat FS round, which is the exact same. It's on the RU251, which is more mobile at 6.7 entire battle rating below this. Yeah. You struggle to frontally penetrate some of the 7.7 heavy tanks with this, like e.g. the IS-4, the Maus, E100, and it just gets to a point where it's frustrating. Your counterpart, complete equal, the M60, gets the 105 heat, which has 400mm of penetration, and it gets Sabo. But one thing it doesn't get is the APHE shot, the M82 round, and that is a good round. Except you've only got 160mm of penetration, which is it's just, you miss me with that shit, boy. Unless you're at someone's flank or rear, it is very difficult to penetrate tanks. You will even bounce off leopards quite frequently. Okay, back to the game. I can see a tank here, and the lightning quick turret elevation speed just allowed me to not hit anything. And I'm able to swing my turret to the side and get the IS-6. Bias down. Here I see a leopard get a shot into his crew compartment and take out his crew. Apart from his gunner, so thankfully we're not down to that last man standing mechanic that was in the game a year ago. Otherwise he would have absolutely shreked me. Anyway, I can see there's a couple more tanks moving down, and this is one of my favourite spots in the entire game. And I'm able to get a shot into the other leopard. As I was saying, yeah, this is one of my favourite spots in the entire game, because you get views into everywhere. And unfortunately, linking back to my video from yesterday, which is my T54 video, so make sure you check that out, you can see the spawn from here. Yeah, that's a thing. You can see a spawn and 2 cap points and the entire area between them from this one spot. And yeah, even though I was aiming that shot, I knew it was too low, so I back up here and screw it out of there. Oh, that was disgusting. But yeah, here I'm able to put a shot into the Karelian, and using the not so good post-penetration damage this round has, I only take out a couple of his crew, which isn't enough to incapacitate him. So at this point in the game, I was feeling like, yeah, let's move up to an even more disgusting point on this map. And I did. This spot I've got no words for. I doubt Gaijin will ever see this video, but if they do, please, for the love of God, patch this. I can see straight into the spawn, straight into the C point, straight into anywhere. Get a shot. Like, you know, I touched his ammo with that round. And he's like, haha, fine, I live. But you know what, I can't be too salty. I'm being an absolute douchebag by staying in here, this spot. And you're also completely hull down, so yeah, if you've got a good turret, bingo, you're Gucci. So, with this 70mm gun, I mean the 90mm gun. No, look at this. I thought the T-44 saw me there, but apparently he didn't, because he just moves on. So I was saying, with this 90mm gun, you get a alright reload rate, and look at that shot, gorgeous, gorgeous. You get an alright reload rate. I can't remember the exact statistics. It is 9.75 seconds stock, and full crew is 7.5 seconds. So not half bad for 90mm heat. And here there's a Corellian lighting me up, and what do? Put a shot right into his ammo, but again, 90mm heat, I'll say that again, doesn't work. Thankfully though, I'm able to get a shot which does work on his ammo, and he goes kaboom. So he'd managed to take out my transmission and other good stuff, and look at this. Excuse me? I turned his ammo orange with a heat FS round? 320mm of penetration? Nah, it'll just turn you orange. So then I get another shot into his ammo again, and he gets taken out by someone else. I was a little bit annoyed by that, but you know what, I deserve it. Look at me in this spot, it's just, yeah. So here I've sped it up to double speed because nothing really happens, it's just a bit of a campy game at this point. So I moved down a little bit, and because I saw there was a heavy tank marks on the map earlier at this point, so I move down, check that out, and I move up to the ultimate spawn comping. And I know it's spawn camping, but spawn comping sounds much better, so yeah, there you go. Move up to the ultimate spawn camping position. Yeah, I felt dirty at this point. I needed to take a shower after this game. Yeah. So, what else can I say about the M48a1? You will very rarely get 7.7 games, but I feel like you very often play in 8.0 games where you're not entirely outclassed, so hey, that's a bonus. Sometimes you'll just be almost good. Hey. But no, this tank, I would not recommend it. If you'd like me to do a completely in-depth review of this tank, then let me know. Let's see how I cope with that. I'll probably need more therapy, but yeah. So I get a shot into the IS-6, take out his commander gunner. No, that's not an IS-6. That is a Tiger II. Commander, machine gunner, and gunner. So he's backing up. And yeah. Take out his driver and transmission, but at that point it's irrelevant because he's dead. Boom. Yeah, I wasn't happy at this point. I know it's the best that I will probably ever do in the M48, but it was a lot of cheap kills in here. So if you would like to see me do a complete review on this tank, make sure to let me know in the comments, and if there's any other feedback or suggestions or requests, or opinions even, leave them in the comments. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. And I really do appreciate the support that you guys give me. So let's talk about this amazing jack-of-all-trades tank. Sarcasm, but yeah. You have a M332 shot, which I believe is APCR, yes. It has a muzzle velocity of 1.2 kilometers per second, and you can penetrate 271mm of armor, but then again, you are entirely useless. And, oh, I got a shot with my heat FS into him, but it sparked. Actually, looking at that in the replay, it might have been my MG. Oh well. So, then you have the M82 round, which is an APCBC, which has a lot of explosive fill. I think it's like 160 grams. Let me just check that. 137 grams, which has about 160mm of penetration at normal engagement ranges. So, yeah, you will very often bounce off of Leopards and other MBTs, so you are quite useless. And here I've double speeded it again because, you know, boring gameplay in the background, and I don't like that. Then, finally, like as a lifesaver, you get the M431 shell, which is the 90mm heat. It has 320mm of penetration at any range, and usable post-pen damage. I won't say it's great because it's not. Sometimes you'll just do nothing to tanks, but other times you will do substantial damage, like you will see me do in a minute, question mark. Oh, it's an IS-6, never mind, you won't. I take out his loader, yellow his ammo rack, and yellow his engine. You know, as the super realistic damage model does, but hey. Second shot takes out his driver, and third shot I go straight through his turret front, which was where I was aiming. I was very happy with his shot, actually. Oh, no. Never mind. Scratch that. I did not go through his turret front, I went through his hull. And, yeah. At this point, we win the game, and I think I did an alright job. So, my final thoughts in this game, it is probably the best I will ever do in the M48a1. I do not envisage taking this out much in the future. But I feel like the use of my positioning on the map was worthwhile to show to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. If I'm a dirty spawn camper, make sure you comment so down below. Actually, please don't. I'm not feeling it. I already not happy with myself with that. But anyway, on to the next game. Here we are on the Sands of Sinai. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. What a gross map. Everyone rushes to the mountains and everyone just gets shot in the side but doesn't rush to the mountains. But there, through my binos, I skipped out the beginning part of the game because, you know, Driving Simulator 2K18, but I saw someone through my binos by the silos. Poet didn't even know it, and what's the word? Not zoom in my gun. I get my gun to the right pointy point. Oh, that was really, really, really good speaking. I hone in my gun, that's what I meant. Yikes. YouTube commentator can't even speak. Great. Yeah. So here I'm in the usual space. Catch the side of an IS-3, the poor guy. First shot, I completely fluff it and it hits his very angled turret front. But then I aim for his ammo once I stopped rushing the first shot. And I'm able to get a shot straight into his ammo rack, and kaboom. Okay, so you're probably wondering, if this tank is so shit, why, oh, why is it at 7.7? And my answer is, I don't know. It has alright armor if you're facing off against the Russians, but it really starts and ends there. But you will see a little bit of the armor coming into play in a minute. And get a shot into the side of the RU-251. Oh, side of the turret, take out his driver and his entire turret crew. Very, very nice shot. And I push up because I see the B point is being captured. And at this point, I'm like, where are they? But it turns out I just hadn't driven forward far enough. So, yay, user error, love it. I see the IS-3 out there way by the C point, and I'm low-key just not feeling it. So here I get a shot into the turret. Well, I was aiming for the turret, but I end up going for taking out his horizontal and loader. So make sure I hone in my second shot and go straight for the ammo. Sometimes when you hit ammo it won't explode, but most of the time it does do its job and it does go out with a big bang. But here it just turns into like a really, really, really bad pissing match of Heat FS against HBHE. And it's just messy and gross. Avert your eyes, I'm hideous. But yeah. I know I'm not exactly being shot at the moment, but in a minute you'll see the armour being used. Or not used, you'll see the armour being the armour, and the armour being the armour, and enemies not knowing where to shoot, because the M48 is a tank you very, very, very rarely see in battle, so most people don't know where to shoot it. And here I get a shot. I thought I got a shot into him there, but it looks like I can't remember. And I take a shot to my engine, which takes out my commander as well. I thought it would have been the Leopard I was shooting earlier, where my reticle is at the moment, but it turns out it wasn't. Bounce another 122mm, nice. But at this range, it really wouldn't matter. And I look away there. Nope. I cannot remember the timestamp where I actually hit this guy. Please forgive me. But yeah. There's not really much else to say for this tank. It's just a bit of an underperformer. It's like... It feels like the Tiger 1 when it's up-tiered. Like, you're viable, but you're just worse than everything else at your battle rating. And honestly, you are. The Leopard has worse armour than you, way better gun, way better mobility. M60 has better armour, same mobility, better gun. And the T-54 has better armour, better mobility, and arguably a better gun. So what really is going for this tank? Nothing. And when you go up against the STBs, oh my god, those things are really balanced. Stabilised Leopard at 8.0, not even 8.0, that's 7.7, what's up with that? Give me some ripperonis in the comments for the STB1, but yeah. I think we're coming to the end of the video here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, queries, opinions, or requests, leave them in the comment section below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Right, peace out guys, I'll see you in the next one.